Welcome. Welcome inside the Spartan Sports Network studio alongside Todd Durantini. I am Tanner. Spartan Sports Network studio alongside Todd. The Spartan Sports Network studio alongside Todd Durantini. I am Tanner Jace as we bring you day 2 of the Class A championships for Section 3's track and field.
It's going to be an exciting day, Tanner.
Sure is.
Especially with what happened on Wednesday.
Yes.
It was a crazy day, I know, for us. At one point, I saw a soccer goal probably move about 30 yards, just under straight wind power.
And I saw a whole bunch of people run off the track.
Yeah. So let's give you a little update on what happened on Wednesday as we look at the teams here that are competing as well today. So the track meet started at the regular time of 4:30. And then a couple races in, you just saw everybody running. And you might be able to see that on our broadcast. And that was because there was a huge gust of wind, and then at that time we were also called inside for a lightning delay. So basically what that means is every time lightning strikes or we hear thunder, we have to reset the clock to start back up to a half an hour. So that happened multiple times, and the coaches committee were debating on whether to postpone the full meet until today or just do part of it then, and then it was a whole mix of things. So ultimately they decided that if lightning were to strike or we heard thunder after 6:30, then the full meet would be postponed until today. Now, obviously that didn't happen. The last lightning strike struck at 6:29.
Yeah.
So eventually we were back up and running at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is when the athletes had a half an hour time to warm up.
Yes.
And then 7:30 we were on back to the races. And then what happens is we're here today because
10 o'clock curfew.
10 o'clock curfew for all events. No events can start after 10 o'clock. So they just decided to move the rest of them to today.
Yes.
So we're going to jump right into things. So obviously, we had those events. You want to tell them what events we have going on today?
For today, we have the rest of the boys and girls 200-meter dashes. We have the boys 3,200-meter run and girls 300-meter run as well. We have the 4x400 relay for the boys, the 4x400 relay for the girls, the 300-meter steeplechase for the boys, the 2,000-meter steeplechase for the girls, and the 4x8 relay girls team. That was the race that originally was cut off short because of the lightning strikes and the wind on Wednesday. They will participate to the back end of today's festivities. We have the 800-meter pentathlon for the girls and the 1,500-meter pentathlon for the boys, along with the girls pole vault, boys and girls high jump, with girls pent high jump and boys high jump as well.
Yeah, so really, really jam-packed day today, actually.
Yes.
We thought coming in that we would have kind of a laid-back day because everything got done, but we have actually a lot of events to go. Now, let's kick it right off with how our teams are doing. So if you want to go ahead and with that, Tanner, I'll let you take that. That's your thing.
We'll start off with the girls' team standings-wise. JD is currently in first place with 87 points. Auburn in second with 47. ESM in third with 41. Whitesboro and Oswego with 34, 33, rounding out the top 5.
Awesome. And now?
If you look at actually the splits, so for JD, 32 of their points out of their 87 has come off of throws, 20 of their points off of sprints, 20 of their points off of hurdles, relays 8, and distance 6.
Yeah, so they are definitely the running school.
Yes. No pun intended.
No pun intended. Now, in second place for the girls is Auburn. With a whole mix of points. They are definitely a distance. Well, they're kind of running, but they're more of the distance running with the 35 points there. Sprints, they got 4 points, so those are in the lower placements that those athletes scored in. And then, obviously, you have the jumps. They have scored 8 points. So, moving on to the third place team.
ESM, they currently have 20 points off of their jumps, 13 off their hurdles. Relays, they walked away with 6. And distance and throws, they walked away with 1 point to round out the top 3.
So that'll do it for your girls. Now let's head on over to your boys' team standings.
Well, as we head to the boys, it's actually ESM currently in first with 80 points. Auburn close behind, trailing by 20 with 60. Whitesboro with 42. Central Square with 34. And JD at 32.5 as they split a point in an event.
Yes. Now let's take a look at the breakdown of East Syracuse Minoa's points. East Syracuse Minoa, a whole mix of things going on here. Their sprints, 10 points, hurdles, 22. No distance, but that's also because I don't think they've competed in any distance so far. No. Throws, they have 10 points. Jumps, ESM has always been really strong with their jumps. 24 points there. And then relays, 14. I know with the 4x1, they really,
yes,
took it home. Moving on to the second place team.
Distance for Auburn, like we said for the girls, the boys are just the same. It's been a lot of distance. 32 of their points coming off of that. Relays 18, throws 8, jumps 1, and sprints is 1 as well.
Yeah, Auburn definitely being dominant in their distance for sure. Moving on to the third place team, we have Whitesboro. Now it's a whole mix here. Not too high points, but everything obviously accumulates. Yeah,
pretty spread out.
Yeah, so sprints 8, hurdles 8, distance 12, throws 6, jumps 6, relays 2. Now that's personally I think that's a really good. Whitesboro's a really good team because they have points across the whole board. With other teams, you're seeing zeros, ones, but Whitesboro definitely a split through everything. Now, we're going to give you a little recap on what happened on Wednesday with the past standings. Now, you want to take that away? Go ahead.
All right, we will head to the 4x8 relay for the boys. That has Auburn coming in first, Central Square in second, JD in third, rounding out the top 3 with ESM and Whitesboro fourth and fifth.
Now we move on to the boys 110-meter hurdles. ESM coming in first there, Indian River in second, Cortland third, and then ESM again in fourth place, and then Whitesboro in fifth.
Boys, actually, is now we head to the girls 100-meter hurdles. JD was in first, ESM in second, Whitesboro third, Nottingham fourth, and Whitesboro fifth again. So Whitesboro getting third and fifth.
Yeah, definitely. Like ESM, the boys 110 right there. But moving on to the boys 100-meter dash, in first place was Corcoran. Second place was Watertown, and then ESM taking third and fourth place there, and then Nottingham rounding it out with fifth.
Now we head to the girls 100-meter dash. JD comes in first with Oswego in second, Indian River in third, Auburn in fourth, and New Hartford in fifth.
Moving on to the boys 1600-meter run, we have Whitesboro in first place, Auburn taking the second spot there, Oswego in the third spot, Nottingham in the fourth, and Auburn in the fifth.
When you notice, to Auburn, distance.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now as we head to the girls 1500-meter run, Auburn takes 1, 2, and 3, taking the top 3 majority points right there.
That's crazy.
And Fulton and Oswego taking fourth and fifth.
Well, there's Auburn's 35 points in distance right there. I can tell you that right now. Moving on to the boys 4x100 relay. This was actually really fun to watch. ESN took first place by not a mile, but
it was pretty.
A couple yards.
Heavy distance,
a couple meters. Auburn in second place there, rounding out with Watertown in third, Nottingham in fourth, and JD in fifth.
Now as we head to the girls 4x1 relay, Nottingham comes in first, JD in second, ESM rounding out the top 3 with Central Square and Indian River in fourth and fifth.
Yeah. Boys 400 meter dash. Taking first place was Central Square, second place Watertown, third place Whitesboro, fourth place JD, and fifth place Whitesboro again.
Girls 400 meter had JD coming in first once again, Indian River in second, New Hartford in third, Nottingham fourth, Fulton in fifth.
Yes, and then boys, the boys 400 meter hurdles. Oswego took first place there, followed by ESM, then Whitesboro in third, Watertown in fourth, and Nottingham in fifth.
Now as we head to the girls 400 meter hurdles, Whitesboro comes in first, JD claims the second place and fifth place, with Oswego claiming third and ESM claiming fourth.
Now on to the boys 800 meter run. Auburn, first and second place there.
Can't forget fourth.
And fourth, my goodness. Yeah, distance running there, I'm telling you, that's their strong suit. Oswego in third there, and then again, obviously Auburn fourth, and then JD rounded out with fifth.
As we head to the girls 800 meter relay, Auburn with another first place win, Oswego in second, JD in third, and Whitesboro taking fourth and fifth.
So that will do it for our recap. Obviously, we didn't get to the field events, but those are available on Mile Split and Lyon Timing. You can find all the results there. It is under results and not scheduled. I learned that the hard way. I didn't see it because it was postponed.
Yes.
So that will do it for us here in the studio. Tanner, you want to close us out?
Will do. So this has been the Spartan Sports Network studio update. When we come back, day 2 of the Track and Field Class A Championships here in Section 3 on Spartan Sports Network. All right.
Good show.
Good luck. Apologize for those technical difficulties as we welcome you back to the Track 3 Class A Championship here at Spartan Sports on Spartan Sports Network as we bring you your top 8 seeds in this 3,200 meter run as we head towards the finish of this one. While you were gone during the studio update, the 200 meter dash was complete for both boys and girls as we give you the final results for the boys. Abdia Den with a 22.69 coming in first for Corcoran. Watertown's Cameron Collins and Justin Draught round out the second 2 and 3. Micah Combs from ESM 23.01 and Jack Towns from Whitesboro with a 23.03 to round out the top 5 in that one. Currently Auburn in first and third, with Nottingham currently in second as the leaders make the final turn in this one.
See here, but Auburn right now in first and third. As projected, Auburn first and second. Huge lead, as you can see. Earlier we mentioned the team standings. Auburn is in second place behind ESM for boys, and first and second here would be huge. That is around 18 points for Auburn, which would give them a huge comeback into catching up with ESM.
And that would add about 40 plus points to their distance totals that they gained on Wednesday night. As today is the second day and final day here in the Class A Championships for track and field here in Section 3. Final stretch of this one. Currently Auburn in first, Nottingham in second, and as we had what looks like to be the final lap of this 3,200 meter run. Auburn, Nottingham, and Auburn rounding out your top 3 as the leaders come around. As now the rest of the pack joins the fray. As we now have final results from the girls' 200 meter dash while you were away. Victoria Payne from JD and Nicolette Maliki from JD round out 1 and 2. Sophia Okalidi from Oswego rounds out the top 3. With Hayden Crassify and Journey Johnson rounding out 4th and 5th. This is the third race that's been run today. We come to the finish. Auburn now distancing themselves from the rest of the pack as Auburn still holds 1 and 3. That's Nottingham currently in second.
Fourth place, Charlie English from ESM. Third place, Noah Otto from Whitesboro. Second place, Michael Rush from Indian River. And in first place, with a time of 13 feet 6 inches, Austin from Central Square. You become the award when you support her. Very appreciated.
Of Auburn still in first in this tight one as he comes up behind the pack.
Elijah Evelyn for ESM, only 3,200. Auburn, though, is just doing an amazing job. They are doing what is called sitting on the shoulder. They are having the one Auburn guy kind of set the pace for the other one right here as they continue their laps. So what you do is you have one person sit there and set the pace as the other one can kind of follow them throughout the race. Each person then pushing each other to go farther and farther.
Nottingham still in second.
For girls shot put.
As the Nottingham runner comes behind the back of the pack with Auburn in third. So we start to see more distance being separated by the two teams. Like we said, Auburn coming into this one, 32 of their 60 points on Wednesday came off of distance running. And it looks like they're going to gain a little bit more and cut the ESM lead down pretty heavily. ESM currently 6 at 84. Micah Combs' fourth place finish in the 200-meter dash gained them 4 points. As we actually, next race up after this one is the 300-meter dash for the girls.
Sorry, the girls' 3,000 meter is up after this.
As we come down the final stretch, that's going to do it. So Auburn's going to get a first place finish with a time of 9:39 and 53 hundredths of a second. So Auburn will get 10 points here, with Nottingham coming in second with 9.38 and 43 hundredths of a second. Auburn's Gasper comes in third with 9.44 and 50 hundredths of a second. So 16 points right there awarded for Auburn.
Which, as predicted, was supposed to be 18, but Nottingham able to interrupt there. And could we see that kind of playing the difference in ESM winning sectionals right there? Those 2 points are huge.
Could very well be. We do have field events coming up later in the day.
Yes, we still have the girls pole vault, and we have boys and girls triple jump, and we still have some of our pentathlon races and field events to go.
Boys, Cortland coach, please come to the check-in area. Boys, Cortland coach, please come to the check-in area. Thank you.
.300-meter run for the girls as they set that up. Auburn, Nottingham, and Auburn rounds out the top three for the 3,200-meter dash in the boys.
And we'd like to take a moment to kind of go through our field events from Wednesday that we did not score.
That we actually did not get to in the studio update, but as we head to the boys' high jump, Corcoran came in first, ESM in second, Cortland in third, Corcoran in fourth, and New Hartford in fifth for the boys' high jump.
For girls' high jump, we have ESM in first, Nottingham in second, Indian River in third, Whitesboro in fourth, and Central Square in fifth.
As we head to boys pole vault, Central Square comes in first, Indian River in second, Whitesboro 3, ESM 4, Central Square 5.
Girls pole vault will be continuing today, so we are going to switch to girls shot put with JD first, Oswego second, JD third, Indian River fourth, and Fowler fifth.
As we head to boys shot put, JD with first, ESM in second, Carthage in third, Whitesboro rounds out fourth and fifth.
For girls discus, JD got first, Central Square in second, JD in third again, Fulton in fourth, and Wartsboro in fifth.
Boys discus, Cortland gets a first place finish, Auburn in second, JD third, Cortland with a fourth place finish as well, and ESM rounds out the top 5.
For girls long jump, ESM in first, Auburn in second, Fowler in third, Nottingham in fourth, and Whitesboro in fifth.
Boys long jump, as we had boys long jump, ESM comes in first, Oswego second, New Hartford 3, Central Square 4, and ESM with a 5th place finish as the 3,000 meter dash for the girls that's underway. To show you the top 8 seeds. Once again, Auburn's got three top 8 seeds in this one, so the distance proving to be a benefactor for Auburn today in the sectionals, along with New Hartford with 1, Central Square with 1 as well.
And currently we have Rachel Burt for ESM predicted in fifth. Now, Rachel Burt is incredible, if I say anything. She's a freshman, and 5th place for the 3,000 is insane.
Whitesboro has his top seed as well, along with JD rounding out a top seed, as we bring you 3,000 meter dash coverage.
Second place, Christopher Howard, Auburn. In first place with a time of 1:58.94, Keegan Brady from Auburn. Results for the girls 800 meter run. 6th place, Vienna Renner-Yell from Auburn. 5th place, Evangeline Wilt from Whitesboro. 4th place, Kylie Murray from Whitesboro. 3rd place, Magana Reddy from JD. 2nd place, Audrey Donovan from Oswego. And 1st place with a time of 2:21.15.
As we come a close here on the first lap of the girls' 3,000 meter run. Currently, Auburn is in first place with a marginal lead. And as Auburn actually rounds out the top 3 spots, JD Whitesboro and JD once again middle of the pack. We knew Hartford as well. So as we head into the second lap of this 300 meter relay, Auburn with a very heavy lead right now.
Results for the girls 200 meter run. 6th place, Sophia Celia from Whitesboro. 5th place, Trinity Johnson from Fowler. 4th place, Hayden
Minutes into the girls' 3,000 meter dash. Auburn still with a very heavy lead, setting the pace so far.
from Oswego. 2nd place,
As we have final results from the boys' 3,200 meter dash, Austin Farron from Auburn with a time of 9:32 and 53 hundredths gets first place finish. Henry Z. Hireman from Nottingham, 9 minutes, 38 seconds, and 43 hundredths of a second. And Auburn rounding out with 2 top 3 finishes on Casper with a time of 9 minutes, 44 seconds, and 50 hundredths of a second. 4-minute mark. Actually, now we head to the 4:30 mark. Auburn still with a very big advantage here in the third lap. We've now officially hit 4:30. Now we start the fourth lap in this 3,000 meter dash.
Third place, Owen Gasper from Auburn. Second place, Henry Z. Helmerman from Nottingham. And in first place with a time of 9:32.53, Austin Farron from Auburn. Would you please come to your award? It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Auburn still setting the pace heavily here as Auburn's runner officially will start her fifth lap as she hits the final stretch. We are at a time of 5 minutes and 43 seconds here in the 3,000 meter dash. Auburn's still setting the pace pretty heavily, as well as having 3 second and third places as well. Now at the 6:35 mark here in the 3,000 meter dash, as Auburn currently is on their fourth lap, as they now start their fifth. See Rachel Burt for ESM now turning the corner. Auburn's top place runner right now currently heads to starts heading into the final stretch of this lap. Top runner is close to finishing this other lap. We are now officially at the 8:25 mark here in the girls' 3,000 meter dash. We show you the next lap corner. looks like Brady for Auburn is currently in first place at the moment. Auburn, I believe, still has second and third place as we now officially head to the 9:25 mark here in the girls' 3,000 meter dash. Over the 10-minute mark, 10:15 currently on the timer as Auburn, the lead runner in this one, heads to the line. As that will do it. That is Brady for Auburn coming in first place with a time of 10:28 and 53 hundredths of a second. From Auburn with a second place finish with a time of 10 minutes, 51 seconds, and 41 hundredths of a second. Auburn coming in third place as well as they ran out of the top three and sweep big. Actually, that's Central Square's Ferguson. Apologies. 01 and 97 hundredths of a second. Fourth place, she's from ESN with a time of 11 minutes, 24 seconds, and 73 hundredths of a second. New Hartford will round out fifth. That's French, 11 minutes, 38 seconds, and 51 hundredths of a second. Actually, the rest of the pack coming in for the 3,000 meter dash for the girls. Auburn, Central Square, and ESM round out the top four places in this one. As next up, we have the boys and girls 4x400 relay teams. Have some updated team standings for you. For the girls, I got to imagine this doesn't count Auburn's points that just came off of the 3,000 meter dash for the girls, but JD is currently in first with 105 points. Auburn in second. Those points should go up from 47. ESM still at 41. Oswego and Whitesboro still landing at fourth and fifth.
Yes, obviously this does not count the girls 3,000, which just occurred. And also, let's go take a look at the boys' standings right here. ESM in first, Auburn in second with 77 points, Whitesboro in third with 45 points, Watertown in fourth with 41 points, and Corcoran in fifth with 35 points.
So Auburn once again doing what they do best, winning distance, as they had 2 top place finishes, actually a first and a third place finish in the 3,200 meter dash.
And obviously this is going to be close. We are getting ready with the boys 4x4, and we are going to show you our top 4 seeds. We have Auburn in first. We have JD in second. We have Fowler in third. Whitesboro in fourth. Watertown in fifth. Central Square in sixth. New Hartford in seventh. And Nottingham in eighth. Now, obviously, this is close. It's going to be close here because
We're going to have a really close finish for the boys. Auburn has been dominating the distance. We still have the steeplechase up to come. Chances are they will most likely walk out away with some pretty decent points there. For ESM, you're going to hope in this finish you get a decent amount of your points out of the triple jump that's still is coming up later in the day.
yes, if I'm ESM, I'm hoping that some teams can kind of creep up there and shine and get a great performance in and take some points away from Auburn in these last couple races, because Auburn's looking good in these ones with the 4x4 getting first and Steeplechase projected first as well. And you really hope that Tyler Corey can step up in their pentathlon, and you're hoping that Ryan Sullivan, Kyan Sherwood, and Troy can kind of step up in that triple jump and get us some more points here.
All right. Up next is the 4x4 meter relay. Triple jump action is later in the day, as we will be back with you here on Spartan Sports Network. Commentary will be back on Spartan Sports Network as we prepare for the beginning of the 4x4. 4x400 meter relay. That's currently Indian River and I believe Central Square up on your screen. And the first heat, it's Cortland, as Carthage is not running in this one. Standoff. We are upcoming the 2-minute mark here on the 4x4. Indian River and Cortland are currently the only two running, as they officially hand it off once again as they head around the first 2 turns and come up on the third. headed to the next handoff. Indian River currently with a slight lead over Watertown, but apologies, Cortland. But Cortland has officially just lapped Indian River as we now head to near the 3-minute mark here in the 4x4. To the finish line here, as that will do it. So Cortland's going to finish first in the first heat with a time of 3:36 and 97 hundredths of a second, and Indian River rounds out second in this heat with 3 minutes 36 seconds and 89 hundredths of a second. The next heat in this will be the final heat for the boys 4x400, and we'll be back on commentary as they set up. Final heat of this 4x4 meter relay for the boys. As we head to heat 2. The 4x4 meter relay. As we head to the first stretch of this one. we head to the final stretch of this one. That's Whitesboro and New Hartford neck and neck, as they will now move off to the next handoff. We've now officially hit the second handoff. ESM currently trailing with, I believe, Central Square out in front as we head to the second turn. The third handoff, that's C Square out in front currently. That is Auburn out in front as we will head to the next handoff. We are now officially at the 2 minutes and 30-second mark. There's in this final heat as Auburn hands off once again.
Girls, Pentathlon 800, can you come check in? Girls, Pentathlon 800, can you come check in?
The fourth and final handoff. That's currently Auburn in first, with Whitesboro close behind and closing the gap now, and that would be, I believe, either that is, from the looks of it, it looks like JD coming close behind in third. Whitesboro gaining some speed as we head to the final handoff. Auburn will come in first. Whitesboro with a second place finish. JD with a second place finish. Actually, a third place finish. C Square in fourth. New Hartford in fifth. Oswego in sixth. Nottingham seventh. And ESM in eighth. From the boys 4x4 meter relay in a moment, but up next, the girls 4x400 meter relay. Leads in the girls 4x4 relay: Auburn, JD, Fowler, Whitesboro, Watertown, C Square, New Hartford, and Nottingham. As we begin the start of the 4x4 meter relay for the girls, we have final results for the girls 300 meter dash. Kaylee Brady from Auburn and Mary Alice Pinot gets first and second for Auburn with times of 10:28 and 53 and 10:51 and 41. Central Square gets third place with Sienna Ferguson rounding out the top three with 11:01 and 9/7 hundredths of a second. And later on, we'll be heading to the triple jump as we await the final results from the boys 4x4 meter relay.
Hey, can you call me when the second we see ESM at all in post triple jump? I don't know who's in this flight.
This has to be the first flight.
Is he still first?
Open up. This is a one heat race as we open up on the first leg. Currently, New Hartford, JD, and Whitesboro rounding out your top three at the moment. As we head to the second lap here in the girls in the first leg of this, as we actually head to the second leg of this race. After the girls 4x400, we will send you over to the pits with boys triple jump, as that's currently up ahead. Results for the boys 400 meter relay. Auburn in first with a time of 3 minutes, 31 seconds, and 43 hundredths of a second. Whitesboro gets second with 3 minutes and 31 seconds and 66 hundredths of a second. JD in third with 3:34.71, and Cortland and C Square round out fourth and fifth. As we now head to the closing part of this second leg in the girls 4x400, that is currently Whitesboro out in front at the moment with New Hartford and Nottingham, as Nottingham has just officially lapped New Hartford, and Auburn now heading in third place. will take this lap as we head to the next transition and the third leg of this 4x4. As Phil Moore for ESM is now heading to the triple jump. In the bottom right of your screen, you can see the time in the girls 4x4 relay.
Excellent jump, and now we're going to take you back to the girls 4x4 right here.
Girls 4x4 100-meter relay with a time of 4 minutes and 07 and 20 hundredths of a second. Auburn in second and JD in third. Updated boys standings is now Auburn is in first place by 3 points with 87.7, with ESM in second and Whitesboro in third.
And here we go. Here is another ESM jumper that looks to me like Kyan Sherwood ready for his triple jump. As you can see, the girls 4x4 time in the bottom right here, and he's getting ready to go. Obviously, triple jump is huge in our point standings. We will get to our overall points in a second here for our team standings to see how important it is, and Kyan takes the step away for a fault.
Girls Pentathlon 800-meter run. We are going to head to the pits with the triple jump. Currently in the bottom right quarter is the time for the girls' pentathlon 800-meter run, so you guys can keep an eye on that one as we head to the pit.
Jump, you can watch the girls Pent 800 right now in your bottom left corner.
Results for the boys 4x4 relay. Place, river. Place, square. Third place, Market High School. Third place, JD. Second place, Whitesboro. In first place, the team of Keegan Brady. And Gavin Hickey with a time of 3:31:43. Boys, please listen. Your 1500 will be after the girls' steeple race. ESM, will you please put the barriers on for boys steeple?
100-meter pentathlon run is officially up. As the last place time was 3 minutes and 59 seconds. Indian River comes away with first, Watertown in second, ESM in third, Whitesboro in fourth. And as they switch back on the monitor, it's New Hartford in fifth. You're still at the pits. That was Fillmore for ESM. That currently just jumped, as now this is another ESM jumper going. We'll be back with commentary momentarily here on Spartan Sports Network. Final results from the girls' 400-meter relay. Whitesboro in first, Auburn in second, Nottingham in third, ESM in fourth, and Central Square in fifth. Final results for the girls' pentathlon. Mackenzie Adams has a 585-point lead over Kaylee Durso. Haley Thomas in third. Ayak Kwani with 18:39 for ESM, and Madison Marcus for ESM at 13:88.
And I want to add the events that you compete in pentathlon is the 100-meter hurdles, high jump, shot put, long jump, and the 800 meters, which you saw on the bottom left of your screen.
We head back to the track for the boys' 3,000-meter steeple. Apologies, Nolan.
You're good, Tanner. Here we are with the 3,000-meter steeplechase. As you can see, our top eight here. 3 for Auburn right here. That is huge as we are down to the wire with this race as Brandon gets boxed out early on, taking unfortunate. Now, for 3,000-meter steeple, as you will see, they are going to take this first lap around the water pit, but each lap after that, they're going to have to jump in the water pit, and there are going to be hurdles surrounding, as you will see in a second, that they have to jump over. Honestly, Tanner, I don't think I could ever see myself doing steeplechase. I'm impressed with these people.
Results for girls pentathlon. In 6th place, Erica Hall from Carthage. 5th place, Madison Marcus from ESM. 4th place, Ayak Kwani from ESM. 3rd place, Haley Thomas from Watertown. 2nd place, Kaylee Durso from New Hartford. And in 1st place with a score of 26:69, Mackenzie Adams from Indian River.
Standings for the girls as pentathlon finished up. We have JD in first with 109 points, Auburn with 73, Syracuse Minoa with 55. And this is kind of your final result here. Girls have triple jump and pole vault left for their events. But besides that, that is all we have for the girls team.
To the pits momentarily for a triple jump replay. This is a jumper from Corcoran as we head back to the steeplechase here on SSN. Wrap up the boys 300-meter steeplechase. Maher from Auburn wins with a time of 9:51. Whitesboro Stevenson wins 10:04. Howard from Auburn 10:24. Furker from Nottingham 10:29. And your fifth place finisher is going to be Cowden from Fulton, as that rounds out the top 5 in the boys 3,000-meter steeplechase.
To triple jump here as the boys 3,000 meter steeplechase has just about wrapped up, and we are going to go into the girls 2,000 meter steeplechase after this.
Can all the barriers be lowered to the girls' height? All the barriers be lowered to the girls' height.
Prepare for the girls' 2,000 meter steeplechase as we continues to move along. We have the girls' 2,000 meter steeplechase top 8 seeds. Auburn with 1, Whitesboro with 2, Fowler with 1, Watertown with 1, C Square with 1, ESM with 1, and Nottingham with 1.
Results for the boys steeplechase. 6th place, Daniel Dunn from Oswego. 5th place, Callan Cowden from Fulton. 4th place, Cohen Fierke from Nottingham. 3rd place, Christopher Howard from Auburn. 2nd place, Seth Stevens from Whitesboro. And in 1st place with a time of 9:51.24, Ryan Mahar from Auburn. If you could come get your award.
We have final results for the boys' 3,000 meter steeplechase. Ryan Maher in first with a time of 9:51. Seth Stevens from Whitesboro, 10:06. Christopher Howard rounding out the top 3 at 10:24.
Boys pentathletes, girls 4x8. You may check in and get your numbers. Boys pentathletes, girls 4x8.
around the 4:30 mark here in the 2,000-meter steeplechase. Auburn in front with Whitesboro close behind. Auburn as we come around the third turn in this lap as we head the next hurdle. We are the last lap here in the 2,000-meter steeplechase for the girls. Minoa from Whitesboro comes in with a time of 7:42 and 95 hundredths of a second, winning first place. Ringwood from Auburn, 8:04. As Wincheck from Oswego comes in at 8:16 to round out the top three in the girls' 2,000-meter steeplechase.
start at 12:15. The girls 4x8 will start at 12:15. Next on the track is the boys pentathlon 1500.
All right, everybody. We are back with the team standings for the boys right now. Auburn in first with 103 and ESM in second with 84. Whitesboro in third with 61. Now, this is a very interesting situation we have ourselves in. ESM has a chance of winning it right now, and by our seeds and projections, Tyler Corey right now is in first place for the pentathlon. We will have to see how he does in the mile, but that is a 10 points for ESM. Ryan Sullivan is right now projected first for triple jump. We do not have the results right now, but that's an extra 10 points. And Auburn has his projected 6th place in triple jump, which would be 1 point. So, if our seeds are correct, we would be in a tie. Now, I personally do not know what would happen in a tie, but if someone were to knock Auburn out, that is an ESM victory. So, stay tuned. It is very, very close.
When we come back, we have the boys pentathlon 15,000 meter dash when we return.
Results for the girls steeplechase. 6th place, Elizabeth Frio from Whitesboro. 5th place, Sage Hayden from Central Square. 4th place, Leah Rem from ESM. 3rd place, Tatum Wincheck from Oswego. 2nd place, Abigail Ringwood from Auburn. And in 1st place with a time of 7:42.95, Catherine Manna from Whitesboro. Results for girls floorball. In 6th place, Riley Madden from Portland. 5th place, Ava White from Whitesboro. 4th place, Caitlin Cohen from Janesville, New York. 3rd place, Angelina Ozolowski from Whitesboro. Second place, Elise Mancini from ESM. And in first place with a jump of 10 feet, Aubrey Green from Central Square.
Well, we are now heading to the last lap of this boys' 1500-meter pentathlon run. Pentathlon. This actually win the 15,000-meter run for the pentathlon. With a time of 4:46, Rafekis. Whitesboro will come in second. Nottingham in third. Quarry in fourth for ESM. And JD is going to round out the top 5 with 2 top 5 finishes.
Start. The girls 4x8 will start at 12:15. Girls 4x8 will start at 12:15.
We have some final results for the girls' pole vault. Aubrey Green comes in first from Central Square with a mark of 10 feet. Ellie Mancini from ESN with a mark of 8. Angelina Olivaskivsky from Whitesboro. Caitlin Cohen from JD in fourth, and Ava White from Whitesboro in fifth. We are now officially coming down to the wire in this event, as we'll have some final results from the pentathlon momentarily, and hopefully along with the boys' triple jump results as well.
Bryson Gazer from New Fourth place, Matthew White from Nottingham. Third place, Anthony Burke from Oswego. Second place, Jaden Adai from JD. And in first place with a score of 25.94, Ty Glory from ESM.
For the next race, we are going to head to break here on Spartan Sports Network, a part of today, the Class A Section 3 Track and Field Championships here on Spartan Sports Network. head back to the track. We have some final updates for you here. As we await the girls 4x8 relay, as you can see, the cameras are around the ESM, the boys Syracuse Minoa Spartans, as they have officially been crowned Class A sectional champions in today's track and field Class A sectional championship.
And yeah, what an amazing moment. We are getting the results from triple jump in. Ryan Sullivan and Tyler Corey did both get first. Ryan Sullivan first in triple jump, Tyler Corey first in pentathlon, and Auburn, Atticus Garland was in 7th place for triple jump by around 5 inches, is what it looks like to me, is the difference between a tie and ESM's first place victory right there.
So we'll be back with you with the girls 4x8 relay.
Yep, girls 4x8 relay will be back shortly, and we will come back after break.
Yep. Ready?
Network here at Spartan Stadium as the boys ESM track team wraps up their celebration. We now bring you to the girls 800 4x8 relay. Your top 8 seeds in this one: Auburn, ESM, C-Square, JD, Whitesboro, New Hartford, Oswego, and Indian River.
Now, I would like to add to this that this is the redo from Wednesday. Because of the weathering, the race got canceled, and we are now back with the normal race, redoing it here. So let's see how this goes on this redo.
Minute mark of this 4x8 relay that is currently Auburn out in front, coming around the bend.
finishing up Auburn in first, JD in second, Whitesboro in third, and we will be back to give you a recap in the studio here as track meet is now finished up.
Results from the girls 4x8. In 5th place, Oswego. 4th place, Central Square.
1, 2, 3.
Welcome back to the Spartan Sports Network studio. Alongside Todd Durantini, I am Tanner Jace, and we've had an event-filled packed day here on day 2.
Well, I mean, we've had an eventful 2 days. If you
Yeah,
really want
yeah.
to take it that far. I mean, Wednesday was chaotic with the windstorm and the rain, the thunder. And
2 hours, man.
I
2
know,
hours.
I know. And then we finish it out today with a beautiful sunny day, clear skies
Not a
right here
cloud
at
in
Spartan
sight.
Stadium.
It was a great day for track and field. That is for sure.
All right, well, what are we doing here? We're going to let them know what happened today, right?
There is 4 events that we did not go over during the broadcast that we are going to go over now as we roll into it. As we have girls pole vault, actually girls triple jump final scores. Kwani in first, Paige Ryder in second, Monet Fatate in third, Anaya Jones in fourth, and Elena Dang in fifth. As we have overall final results for girls pentathlon, Auburn in first, JD in second, Whitesboro in third, Central Square in fourth, and Oswego in fifth. Boys triple jump, Ryan Sullivan comes in first, Musa Darari second, Moreno Fenty in third, Jack Felia in fourth, and Amar Lopez in fifth. As we head to the final standings for the boys pentathlon, Ty Quarry comes in first, Jaden Adai in second, Anthony Burke in third, Matthew White in fourth, and Bryson Geyser in fifth.
And that had to have been the most suspenseful finish I think I've ever seen. I was actually out there waiting with the ESM boys to find out
Yes.
that they won, and it was really cool because all of a
did
sudden
come
you
down.
heard the guy on the loudspeakers be like, and ESM with 104 points, and then they just went crazy
Yeah.
because they didn't know. And we'll show you actually right here what the points look like for the boys and girls.
As we have final standings, we're going to start off with the girls.
Yeah, absolutely.
JD pretty much had this one under control on Wednesday. Same thing here today. They finished with 119 points. Auburn with 91, ESM in third with 81, Whitesboro with a 4th place finish with 71 points, and Oswego with a 5th place finish with 54.
I do have to add something here as well. It was the Coach Jim Gorney's last sectional track meet today as well. Unfortunately, not getting the dub, but we would like to thank Jim Gorney for all of his years of service coaching the track team. Now we'll move on to the boys track.
Actually, before
here we go.
Before we head to that, here's the splits for JD girls.
Yeah, absolutely.
They got 38 points off of sprints, 32 off of throws, so they absolutely dominating in the field events. Hurdles was 20, relays 16, and jumps was 7.
And that goes again back to what we were saying earlier. That's a really diverse field right there with the sprints, everything, the distance, the throwing, field events. It's a very good team right there with all the diversity in points.
Actually, Auburn coming in second place. We said it to start this show off.
Did, yeah.
Distance prevailed for Auburn. It gets them 61 points and a second place finish. They got 18 points off of relays, 8 off of jumps, sprints 4, and they didn't get anything off of throws.
That's all right. They made up for it in distance.
Yeah. As we head to ESM, the girls dominating in jumps with 42 points. That's where they got majority. Hurdles 13, relays 10, distance 9, and they got 6 points off the pentathlon with a 4th and 5th place finish overall in the pentathlon. As we head to the boys now, it was 1 point, Todd. 1 point.
Again, I was saying it was very, very suspenseful, and you can see right on screen as to why. ESM with 104 and Auburn in second place with 103. Now, note, Auburn was leading for a couple of events prior to the last event that ESM scored the 104 on. So it was a nail-biter to say the least.
I would say Auburn led for a good hour, maybe hour and a half.
Well,
at some point during this event.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was the most concerning part for East Syracuse Minoa, but they look at that. That's crazy.
What did it for Auburn finishing in second was a 7th place finish from their triple jump participant. If he would have finished 6th, we would have been at a tie because that was his original
what do
seeding.
you even do?
I'm not even sure what you do in a tie, but ESM will win the boys sectionals here in Class A with 104 points. Whitesboro was 62, JD with 51.5. They did split an event Wednesday to get him half that point.
Gotcha.
And Oswego with 48 rounds out the top 5.
Awesome. Let's take a little look at, let's dive into the breakdown. Go ahead, Tanner.
field. It was the field for the boys. It's what ended up closing it out with a Ryan Sullivan first place finish in triple jump. 34 points coming off of that. 22 off of hurdles, 14 off of sprints. Relays was 14, and throws off of 10 off of throws.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now, as we head to Auburn, we said it. The girls showed it. The boys showed it. 64 points off of distance. And at one point, they scored at least a good 18 points, which allowed them to lead for about that hour and a half that they had.
Yeah, so both boys and girls dominating in that distance portion of all the points. That's
Honestly, leading Auburn between the girls and boys together, leading in distance points.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's a really good telltale. Relays was 28, throws was 8, sprints was 2, and jumps was 1. As we head to Whitesboro, the third place finish, they got 21 points off of distance. So Whitesboro,
Yep.
really good distance team as well.
Absolutely.
Sprints was 10, relays was 10, hurdles was 8, and jumps was 7.
Wow, what a sectional championship, Tanner.
It was fun all the way to the last moment.
Now, I do have to mention that this was probably the first time that it was student run.
Yes.
Or, the first broadcast of a
Yes.
sectional championship.
Yep.
So kudos to you guys, because I was out roaming about everywhere.
Yeah, but you were out there experiencing the atmosphere
know
at
what?
the same time.
It
You
was
were
cool.
you were messaging us. You were
Well,
giving us
yeah.
little cues and whatnot.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you still did your part today. Thank you, Todd.
And then again, a crazy finish.
Yeah, I don't think I could have asked for it any other way.
Yeah. And speaking of which, Tanner, this is your last broadcast with ESM.
I know it makes me sad. It really does. As much as this is my last broadcast, the turf. That was the turf's last event.
Way to switch it here.
As ESM is getting a new turf in the fall.
Yeah. They actually start on Tuesday. They start ripping everything out on Tuesday. Yeah. So we gotta go after this, grab our equipment, and get back.
Yes.
But yeah, Tanner, thank you for everything you've done with Spartan Sports Network, or even before this, because we just obviously rolled it out this spring. But thank you for everything you've done.
Well, I can't thank you enough.
Obviously, we probably wouldn't be here without you doing it. So
You were by my side for all 4
well,
years.
I
can't
tried
thank
to
you
be,
enough.
Tanner. All right, how about you close it out for the last time,
Well,
Tanner?
from everybody here at Spartan News, for producer Todd Durantini, play-by-play today, actually studio analysis Todd Durantini, for color commentary Nolan Wall in the back, and our fabulous crew here at Spartan Stadium, we would like to thank the fans for supporting us all season as we close out the 2023-2024 season here on Spartan Sports Network. I'm Tanner J saying so long one last time here on Spartan Sports Network, your sectional champions. For the girls, JD, and for the boys, East Syracuse Minoa. Have a great day, everybody.